The fans have been waiting for this like kids waiting for the first day of summer. We know the draft is inches away, and rumors are flying like birds in a storm. Before Coach gives us more of that Season 9 heat, I need everyone to hit that subscribe button right now. Don't miss a single second of the Coldest Panel. Join the SkyBoxx family so you stay ahead of every trade and every draft pick.
That is right. If you stay ready, you do not have to get ready. We are looking at the volatility of the roster. We are talking about guys like A.J. Brown and the strategy Howie Roseman is cooking up. Season 9 is going to be like a game-winning drive in the fourth quarter. It is going to be legendary.
We are locked and loaded. The film room is open and the panel is colder than ice. Let's get to work.
Welcome back to the film room. I'm Coach. I am beyond excited to stand here and tell you that the SkyBoxx Coldest Panel in the game is officially coming back for Season 9. This show is like a championship ring. It represents the hard work and the grit they put into every film review. They are going deeper into the playbook than ever before.
Podcast style. Season 9 is a massive milestone. It's like watching a rookie grow into a Hall of Fame veteran right before our eyes. The energy behind this return is electric.
You said it. We are not just looking at stats. We are looking at the soul of the game. We are breaking down the tape like a surgeon. If you want to see the real grit behind the Philadelphia Eagles roster or how the draft is going to shake out, this is the place to be.
Hold on now. You are talking about the post-June 1st calendar like it is a magic wand. Trading A.J. Brown is not like trading a backup punter. It is like taking the engine out of a muscle car and hoping a box of parts can replace it. You do not move a top 5 receiver who is Jalen Hurts' best friend and most trusted target just to play with the salary cap. That is how you lose a locker room, not how you win a ring.
Coach, I hear you. But the NFL is a business, not a family reunion. It's like a game of chess. Sometimes you have to sacrifice a powerful piece to win the match later. If his value is at a peak right now and we can get 2 first-round picks, Howie has to answer that phone. We saw the rumors with the Patriots. If we wait until he's 32 and his knees are creaking like an old floorboard, we get nothing.
You're talking about assets again. I'm talking about a man who puts up 1,000 yards and 7 touchdowns every single time he steps on the grass. You think a rookie draft pick is just going to walk in and do that? That is like trading a sure-thing steak for a lottery ticket for a burger. LaShawn McCoy said it himself. AJ is a dog. You don't let a dog like that off the leash just because some spreadsheet says it saves you money in 2027.
But look at the depth chart. We brought in Marquise Brown, and we're looking at guys like Elijah Moore. It's like having a backup generator ready before the power goes out. Hold that thought, Coach. If you want to see us break down this roster volatility frame by frame, you need to subscribe to the SkyBoxx channel right now. Season 9 of the Coldest Panel in the game is almost here, and you do not want to miss our draft night special. Hit that bell.
Subscribe or not, the truth is on the tape. The Chiefs had the most drops in the league and had to scramble to win. If we move AJ, Jalen is out there throwing to potential instead of production. Our Super Bowl window is open right now. Trading a superstar for picks way out in the future is like throwing away your umbrella because it isn't raining yet.
I'm just saying if Howie drafts a receiver early in the first round, that is the hint. That is the writing on the wall. When the truth in the moment changes, it changes fast. If a team offers a haul after June 1st when that dead money hit drops, AJ is an Eagle becomes AJ was an Eagle before the ink even dries on the trade papers.
Then you better hope those picks turn into Hall of Famers, because if you trade a difference maker like AJ and miss the playoffs, nobody is going to care about your cap space. They are going to care about the hole in the offense that no rookie can fill.
All right, let's break this tape into 2 segments. We've given them the fundamentals and the front office strategy. Now we need to talk about the system that actually keeps this whole operation running.
You mean the infrastructure. You can't run a championship-level organization on gut feeling and spreadsheets. That's where Aura SkyBoxx Operations comes in. If you're struggling with administrative chaos, you're losing focus on the field.
Exactly. It's like having a messy playbook. You need the Aura SkyBoxx suite and Aura Apex to automate the noise. It's the elite command center for your business. If you aren't organized in the building, you'll never be disciplined on the grass.
A.J. Brown has been getting a lot of questions. Howie Roseman now at the NFL owners meeting. He spoke up. He's silencing all of the questions, and he said, look, my answer to any question on A.J. Brown is that A.J. is a member of the Eagles. From my perspective, anything you ask me about A.J. Brown, I'm going to go right back to that answer. That's Howie Roseman, Eagles general manager, on the A.J. Brown situation.
I just seen Howie, 2 days ago?
Yep.
And we talked about certain players. We didn't talk about AJ. But can we bring that quote back up?
Bring it back up. Bring it back up. Bring it back up.
I don't know if I love it.
My answer to
any question is that A.J. Brown is a member of the Eagles. I mean,
don't you like it?
I mean, duh. But say like, nah, we not trade. He's one of our best players. We love him. Like, I guess, but see, I don't know how the context of the.
I think that would be a lie. But that leads me to the question.
No, but I'm saying maybe whoever asked me, it was probably like, because I know Howie.
Yep.
Certain people he respects enough, he gonna have a whole conversation with, and others he might say, you know what?
So
hey.
it was presser, and he makes this announcement like, hey, just know, because you often ask me all these questions about AJ.
Yeah.
AJ's a member of the Philadelphia Eagles. I know that he is a member of the Philadelphia Eagles now. My question for you, though, Shady, is AJ going to be a member of the Philadelphia Eagles next season?
Yeah, I think so. So now hearing that with Howie, because I know Howie better than a lot of people, he ain't a liar. He gonna keep it real with you. Yep. Either you like it or don't like it.
Yep.
And he's saying, look, man, I don't want to hear no question about A.J. Brown. Bro, he's a Philadelphia Eagle for a reason, right? You know how I know that? Because I'm the one that went out there and got him.
True.
Howie went out there and got A.J. So, yes, he is an Eagle. There's no reason to talk about if he's going to be here or not. He's part of the team. I probably love it. He got a little more detail with it. You know, he's our number one. He's this and the third. But he probably just want to get that out the way. I don't think we need... I'm gonna be honest, man. AJ's a special dude. Even if he doesn't get the stats like he once was getting at one point in time of his career with the Eagles, he's still getting that type of attention on the defense. There's times where they're still shadowing over AJ. There's times where they're still double teaming him. So AJ's still a big part of our offense. I think with the running game we have and AJ and all the special pieces, even with Jalen Hurts having that trust factor with AJ, it'll be a different team without him.
Speaking of picking winners, listen up. This April, the SkyBoxx is hosting the coldest panel in the game. It is gonna be ice cold. We're giving away golden tickets to our loyal viewers. If you win a golden ticket, you get a seat at the table. You get to see the film sessions live. You get to meet the crew. It is the ultimate VIP pass to the Aura SkyBoxx suite. Keep your eyes on the screen this month. When you see the code, move fast. Don't be the guy left out in the cold.
The single biggest question mark hanging over the Philadelphia Eagles this offseason has a name: A.J. Brown. I mean, this is one of those stories that could totally reshape the NFC. So is a blockbuster trade actually going to happen? We're going to break down all of it. The arguments for, the arguments against, the numbers, and what it all means for the Birds.
So where do we start? Well, with the man in charge, Eagles GM Howie Roseman, and this is what he had to say. Now, on the surface, that sounds pretty final, right? Super direct, super firm, he's shutting it down. But, you know, when you're talking about NFL front offices, it's the words they don't use that often scream the loudest.
And that's the thing, isn't it? For how long? He said Brown is an Eagle. Present tense, right now, today. LaShawn McCoy pointed this out perfectly. Roseman could have just said A.J. Brown will be an Eagle, and boom, story's over. But he didn't. He left that little crack in the door open, and that's exactly where all this trade talk is coming from.
Okay, so first up, the case for a trade. Let's look at this purely as a business decision. I want you to put on your GM hat for a second. Why in the world would you even think about trading a superstar like A.J. Brown? Well, it almost always comes down to two simple things: production and money.
And here's Exhibit A for the business argument. Look at these numbers. His first 2 seasons with the Eagles, absolutely monstrous, averaging almost 1,500 yards. Just elite stuff. But then you see the projections, which are kind of fueled by how he finished last season, and they show a drop to just over 1,000 yards. Now look, whether you buy that projection or not, if you're the GM and you see a potential 33% drop-off from a player's peak, that's the kind of thing that makes you pick up the phone. It forces a really tough conversation.
Now this is where it gets really interesting. It's all about the timing. There's this one magic date on the NFL calendar, June 1st. And as guys like Dan Graziano at ESPN have pointed out, trading A.J. Brown after June 1st, it changes everything financially for the Eagles. And this number right here, this is the whole reason we're even having this conversation. If they trade him after June 1st, the dead money hit on their salary cap for this year plummets. From a back-breaking $43 million all the way down to less than $20 million. I mean, think about that. That's a huge chunk of change. That kind of financial freedom, it's like a dream for a GM trying to build a Super Bowl caliber roster.
So when you put it all together, the argument for trading him isn't really about A.J. Brown the player. It's about asset management. It's about getting back a haul of high-value draft picks. We're talking a first, maybe a second rounder, and getting all that future cap space. It gives you the freedom to completely retool your roster. It's a cold, hard business decision.
All right, but here's the thing. Games aren't won on a balance sheet. So now let's flip the coin and look at the case against a trade. This is the stats versus the tape. And believe me, the football argument here is powerful, really powerful.
And analyst Tim Hasselbeck just nails it with this quote. It's so simple, but it's so true. It is incredibly hard to find, let alone replace, a superstar wide receiver. I mean, guys with A.J. Brown's combination of size, speed, and just pure physicality, they're unicorns. And what they do for your team, it just doesn't always show up on a stat sheet.
And this right here perfectly sums up that whole stats versus tape debate. On one side, you have the stat sheet. Yeah, maybe the yards were down a bit. But then you turn on the tape and you see the real story. You see a guy who demands a double team on almost every single play. What does that do? It opens up everything for everybody else, especially a guy like Devonta Smith. He's a physical, dominant force out there. And maybe most importantly, he has that almost telepathic connection with his quarterback, Jalen Hurts. You can't put a number on that trust.
And this is a fantastic point that LeSean McCoy brought up. You have to remember what kind of team the Eagles are. They are not a super passing team. This isn't an offense that's going to throw the ball 50 times a game. They win by running the football. That's their identity. So by default, a receiver's stats are going to be capped. It doesn't mean A.J. Brown isn't getting open or can't take over a game. It just means the whole offensive scheme limits his ceiling, stat-wise.
Okay, so let's talk about the fallout, reshaping the Eagles' future. Because this isn't just about swapping one player for some draft picks. No way. A decision on A.J. Brown completely changes the DNA of this team and, honestly, their entire championship window for the next few years. So let's just do a little thought experiment here. Picture the Eagles' offense lining up for a critical third down, but number 11 isn't on the field. What does that even look like? I mean, when you take your top dog, your number one weapon, out of the equation, it leaves a massive hole. So who fills it? And suddenly, that wide receiver room looks, well, it looks a lot different, doesn't it? Devonta Smith is a legit star, a true number one. But without A.J. on the other side, now he's the guy getting all the attention, all the double teams. The pressure on him and on the entire running game would just be immense. You're suddenly counting on unproven talent, or guys who were supposed to be your third or fourth option to fill a massive superstar-sized hole. But there is another school of thought here, and it's this belief, captured perfectly by LeSean McCoy in the organization itself. It's the idea that, with the right GM and Howie Roseman and the right head coach, the championship window never really closes. The thinking is that a truly great front office can always adapt. They can reload, not rebuild. That the system is strong enough to survive losing any single piece of the puzzle, even a piece as important as A.J. Brown. And so that's what this all comes down to. This is the ultimate high-stakes question facing the Eagles. Is trading away a superstar the cold, calculated price you have to pay to build a long-term dynasty? Or is it the one critical mistake that slams your championship window shut? I mean, this is the kind of decision that will define the next 5 years of Eagles football. There's really no in-between. Thanks for tuning in.
We examine how long-term strategy and roster sustainability dictate the path forward for an organization. Subscribe for a breakdown that values analytical clarity and the reality of the tape over the noise of the moment. This is SkyBoxx Film Room, where we provide the authority of the tape without the ego of the narrative.
Let's make this happen.